Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the second paycheck of January. Okay, so if you've been with me a while, you know that I always do a example budget for myself, and I just go off of $2,300, which is the lowest possible number that my husband's paycheck would be. His pay is funny sometimes, the way that they do it. Sometimes he gets all of his overtime on one check, sometimes he doesn't. It works out funny that way. So I never really know what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be at least this. So I just do this budget always for me as an example. And then when I get the real number, I go through and I put down an actual budget, and that's what I do with you guys. So his actual paycheck this week is $3,000. So we are going to go through, and I'm going to walk you through once again, because I do have some new subscribers. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm going to kind of be a little bit chatty and go through what my numbers are and kind of why they are that way. So our mortgage, I always do half, so $585. So if you're new and you don't know, or you don't remember because you forgot, because it took me 7 months to get back on here, I am a month ahead in my bills, so I'm able to take half of all of my bills from every paycheck. A few years ago, we took some of our money from our income tax, and we did that, and it has been a total game changer. So it's income tax season, and if you have it, to go ahead and put aside half of your bills for the month, or all of your bills for the month, to get yourself ahead of the game so that you can start to do half out of each paycheck instead of all. I highly, highly recommend it. DTE, now my DTE bill was a little bit higher than normal. I already have 75 sitting away in my bill payment account, but I needed a little bit more, and so I'm taking out 84 for that. iTunes is still 5. Student loans 1 and 2, this is for myself and my husband. I am not putting anything in there. Peloton and my second credit card, that's just where my Peloton payment goes. We are doing 59. Shudder and Halloween TV, this is a subscription that my husband does, that gets 5. The internet was higher this time around because we went over on some data. So instead of 35, I have to pull out 55 because, again, I already have 35 sitting aside. So I just need 55 to complete the rest of the bill. Water, I just put away 50 each paycheck because we pay our water bill, I think, every 2 months, something like that. I don't know. It never makes sense when they send the bill out. So I just put 50 aside to make sure I have enough. Phone, 81. Car insurance, 86. Medical bills, 40. So I know these numbers look low. Like I said, it's just half. So if you double it, that's what the actual bill amount is. But again, I only take half from each paycheck. Medical bills, I am on a payment plan for any medical bills that I incur because it is not a high priority in my life. I don't think anybody should be crippled by medical debt. I could go off on an entire rant about it, but I won't. So they get $80 from me a month, and that's all they're going to get because it's not something that we should have to worry about. Medical coverage is a absolute right, but I digress. I won't go there today. This is not the video for that. Credit card 1 that we are paying down, 100. Disney Plus is 6. Netflix, car payment. So we just bought our lease. So what was going, so we kind of got like some good things and some bad things there. So our lease was up, And we started our lease like at the beginning of the pandemic. And so that's car prices were normal. So they have to sell it to us for that price that was quoted at the time. However, interest rates are sky high and it just, So what was supposed to be a lower monthly payment turned out to be a way higher monthly payment. So $222, yeah, so our monthly payment is $444 for it, but I didn't know that until later, so I only set aside a small amount. I just set aside half of our lease payment, so I actually have to put away $302 because if you see here, our payment is due on the 5th of February, so I have to put that aside, and then consumers is getting $50. So let's add that up and see what that is. Hoping that these interest rates go down so that we can refinance. Even our credit union was super high, and that's with a perfect 800 credit score, you guys. That's what we were quoted, was these really high interest rates. I think it was like 6 point something. I don't even know, but it was nuts. Okay. All right, so our total is $1,516, and subtract that from 3,000. So we have $1,484 left. I'm just gonna put this here so that I don't forget. All right, groceries. It's $300. Don't even get me started on a grocery rant. I would make another video about that, but I won't. Okay. Gas, spending, dining out, medical, toiletries, miscellaneous. I do a miscellaneous. This is just if I go over somewhere or if I need to purchase something that doesn't fall into any of my other categories, anything like that. It's basically like float money. So I just keep $50 in an envelope. If I use it, fine. If I don't, great. So that's what that's for. Okay, so let's add all these up. 300, 100, 25, 20, 10, 15, 546. Okay, minus 1484, 938. All right, let me put this up here so I don't forget. 938. All right. All right, so now we're on to our sinking funds. So Christmas, 105. So these are essentially all staying the same, but I want to come back to vacation because we have a big Disney vacation coming up in October. We're going with some friends of ours and all of our children. So we are going in October for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. We're going to Universal and doing like the whole Harry Potter world. We're going to be gone for over a week. So I am doing a all cash debt-free vacation. If you guys want to stick around for that, I will be showing you my budget for that as well. So I just want to see how much money I have left over once I fill out all of my like mandatory numbers. So because I want to try and put as much into that as I can. So I'm going to come back to that. Birthday. Okay, and then these are my savings challenges. So I'm gonna show you my sheets for that. So I decided to do 3 savings challenges this year. This is the first one. This is our $1 to $5 challenge. It's just a fun, easy one. I found this, I think, on Pinterest. I can link it below if you guys are interested. It's just a total of $330. Something if you've never done a savings challenge, or if you have, you know, just enough to make ends meet. Sometimes you have a couple bucks over. This is a really fun one to get you started. There is 100 bubbles on here, and so I wanted to have this done by the time we went to Disney. So the way that it works out is I fill in 5 per paycheck. So I did not fill any in last paycheck because I just decided to do this, so I have to fill in 10. Now, each 5 totals 15, so that means for this savings challenge, I need to put away 30. So savings challenge 1 is going to get $30, and I will fill all of this in when I do my cash envelope stuffing. We'll fill this in together. The next one that I'm doing, I just made this on Microsoft Word, is the 52-week dice game. So let me get some dice and we will see what I have to put away. Okay, so I've got my dice here and it says every week we're gonna roll 2 dice. The total on the dice determines how much you save that week. Do this every week for an entire year. So my husband gets paid semi-monthly, which means there's 2 weeks per paycheck. So I'm gonna do 2 rolls. So I got 2, so that's just $1. And 5, which is 15. So I'm gonna put away 16, but we have a bunch of extra money. So I'm gonna do the first 2 weeks of January that I didn't do the savings challenge for. So we're at 16. 16 plus 30, 46, plus 15. So for savings challenge 2, we are going to put away $61, and that covers us for the entire month of January. 61. And then savings challenge 3. This is another thing that I made on Microsoft Word, and I can leave this down below for you as well. This is a 12-month weather savings challenge. Whatever the temperature is on the first day of the month that you're in is how much you save for that month. So the temperature on the first day of January here in Michigan was 36 degrees. So we are putting away $36. All right, so let me add all that up. Okay, so that's 470. So I'm gonna write this down. This is an erasable pen. So for right now, I'm just gonna write it down. 470, 938 is what we had. So we're left with 468. So I'm definitely gonna put 100 in our emergency, 5 to each of the kids like I normally do. So 468 minus 100 minus 15. So I'm gonna put away 53 for the stove because I'm left with 353 right now. And I am gonna put total in vacation. Let's do 200. Because I would like $100 left in the account. We are gonna go out for sushi. Well, we're not gonna go out. We are gonna order sushi in for Valentine's Day. So I wanna make sure that we have some extra money in there to pay for that. So let's add all of this up again. 105 plus 40 plus 30 plus 35. So that is 670. And these are, if anybody is wondering, these are the, if I can get it, there we go, the Pilot friction pens. These are amazing. So 670, 938 minus 670 is 268. So 100 plus 15 plus 53, right? 168. And that will leave me with $100 in the account, which is perfect. And we are all set. So let me go ahead and fill in these numbers so that I know how much to get out of the bank. So for groceries, I am pulling out 600. Well, I already had the 300 in there. I'm just gonna pull out the 300. I don't wanna confuse myself or you. Spending, dining out, medical, toiletries. I kind of know these numbers by heart because they tend to stay the same. 10, 16, 105, 40. Car maintenance, 30. Vacation is 200. Birthday, 42. 30. Now you may be wondering about Andrew and subscriptions. I leave those in the account. Subscriptions, I think I went over it in my last video. I may have not. Subscriptions, these are yearly subscriptions, not monthly. So I just keep that money in a side account, and then when that yearly amount gets taken out of our account, I just transfer it over. So it's just easier for me to keep it in the bank. And then my husband likes to shop online or spend his money online. So I just keep the money in the account for him. Where was I at? Okay, homeschool, 30. Home projects is 20. Savings challenge 1 is 30. 61, 36, 100, 5, 5, 5, and then 53. Okay, let's add all that up and see where we're at. That is 1238. Let's make sure. Let's add this back in. 95. Okay, yep, we're nice and even. And again, gas too. Gas I am leaving in the account. I use an app. I will list it below. I forget the name of it, but I use an app that just gives me cash back for using my own debit card to pay for gas. And so I've found that to be more convenient. So I just leave this in the account. And let me go through here. 100, 50, 20, 10, 5. 1. All right, so let's do the cash breakdown for groceries. Just simple. 25, 20, 10, 15, 50, 10, 10, 15, 16. Christmas is getting 105, 40, 30, 200, 42, 20, 30, 20, 30, 20, 30, 50, 61, 20, 35, 36, 100, 5, 10, 15, and 53. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8. Okay, 8. 700. 150. 240. 100, and 8 times 5 is 40, right? Ooh, been a minute, you guys, been a minute. All right, so let's add that up and hopefully it matches. If you've been with me, you know that this is my bugaboo. I always have a hard time getting these numbers to match up. Let's see if I can get it on the first try, and I did 1238. All right, so that's what I'll be getting from the bank. That's what we'll be stuffing in the envelopes, and that is it. So If you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for going through this with me. It is nice getting back in the swing of things. Again, look out for that Disney video because I'm going to be walking you through everything that I considered when I was budgeting for this trip. And you guys will see too when I do my cash envelope stuffing, I have a sheet for that as well to kind of walk me through. This is my goal savings. This is kind of what we're wanting to put away each paycheck. I have rollover vacation money from last year too that I'm going to be putting in there as well. So keep an eye out for that video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.